I'll be reacting to Deep Insanity, The Lost Channel, episode 12, and I'll be starting my reaction to 1-0, go. And I'm watching it from Funimation's website. I'll wait $6 watching this piece of shit. That's all I gotta say. But hey, I just have this last episode and we'll be done. I like that. It doesn't end well because the boy is stupid. Oh, that's fucking cute. I'm pretty sure they will. They've seen some absurd shit. You ain't wrong about that. All right. And that's nice, though. We're actually getting to see. All right, I'll give the series credit. At least his friends are likable. I'll give it that much. Now, kill the child. Why didn't you just also kill the child, too? Why didn't just kill the child? Why? Why did they make it so hard? Oh, I like how it's changed from I think Hayden's in big trouble to I'm in big trouble now. For him, I like how the ultimate thief is saying no stealing. I still think they should have killed the kid, but hey, I mean, damn it, boy, aim for the head or the throat. He disabled all the. Oh, yeah. This is why the guy shouldn't. This, like, what? The. I've lost count, like, what? The fifth or sixth time he's didn't kill Hayden when he had the chance? Pathetic. Simply pathetic. It's Larry. He has no fear at all. Heh. At least they have someone watching Bernardi. I'd be pissed if they'd left her by herself. No, boy's an idiot. He just happens to have abilities that can help him out immensely, even with him being such a fucking idiot. Huh. Hmm. Whoa! Okay, that guy's pretty fucking smart. The only reasons why they fell the previous time was because he was there to interfere. Let him jump. Did he just disappear? Did that motherfucker just disappear and get Shin to settle him or some shit? Oh boy. Okay then. Hmm. Okay. No, they screwed up 900 and something times. Kind of wonder if there's any limitations to that power. Will he really? Oh. What, did she stop Iceman before? Okay, now we understand the rationale as to why she wants LC dead. Oh! Oh my. Guess it makes sense because they. Damn. Well, at least now this shows us why he can't. Okay. At least it explains why he wouldn't be so gung ho trying to kill her. I like that twist though of LC being Vera though. And it makes sense because they really do look similar too. Hmm. Okay. At least it's not a bunch of still shots for the fight scenes. Well, yeah, with the amount of times he's looped, he at least better be good with his fucking close quarter combat skills. Oh, fuck. Whew. She has nothing to apologize for. She saved her life. Huh. Those are the rules that XO mentioned in episode 1. Hmm. Oh, that's a cute little smile. And it's only fitting that those are the two that stop the big bad. Hmm. Oh, that's what she needs to have. Okay, that's what she needs to have someone else to do it then. And that explains why she needs to rely on others. I kind of like at least that patches up some plot holes as to like why doesn't Vera just do it herself? Well, that explained why. She did try it herself. Just you can't kill yourself because of the paradox it causes. Jeez. And that was the first time that ever happened in one of the loops before in the series. I mean, hey, that's what he gets for being overly ambitious, the old bastard. I mean, they won't be able to fight it with that attitude. Oh. That's actually going to work to their advantage. Okay, this is actually nice. Because at least now they're going to be taking advantage of the opposition's lack of knowledge, trying to get the upper hand. I kind of like how the music's pretty intense in this episode. Well, I guess the animation, it's not great. At least it's kind of decent now. Better than stills. Oh, she might actually do it. Kind of seems like the type where she could lose like a fucking limb in a fight, and then she'll say she'll fine with how badass she is. Oh. But they won't win if they don't gamble anything. Gonna say, whoa, okay, Vera's grown. Now that she actually openly sees Sugar Day and the others as a friends now, too. All right. Kamana was born ready for this shit. I wouldn't be surprised if Sugar Day dies, though, just to make the mission succeed. Oh, the opening theme. Okay. That's pretty fitting, too. Oh, yeah. Finally, Sugar Day is actually doing something decently cool. It took him, like, what, fucking 12 episodes, but I guess better late than never. This doesn't make him a good character, but it makes him slightly more tolerable than he was in episode 11. Oh! Whew! Fucking Larry, man. Ooh, boy. Yo, Pasagli got fucked. Damn. Okay, no wonder why that's the last resort. That fails. Not only the. I mean, thankfully that succeeded, but if that would have failed, oh shit, she'd have been completely vulnerable without that leg. Damn, she's got the move. Jeez. Okay, now we get some good animation. I mean, at the very least, since this is the last fucking episode. Whoa. And if it looked like this every episode, it would have at the very least been a cool roller cool show. Despite the shitty writing. Sadly, only looked this good in this episode and 6. Yes! About damn time. They get a fucking, at least, what? Oh, fuck. Holy shit. All right. You're not such a. Okay, if he actually succeeds in saving Elsie and Sugar Day dies, I could accept that. Also, because I don't have any emotions towards Sugar Day as a character, any positive emotions, so. Or is he gonna somehow erase himself out of existence in doing this? All right. He did it. He finally fucking did something substantial. About dang time. Oh, I'm guessing he's gonna die of blood loss. You know, the ex over there, he'd say he'd be proud. No, I mean, the Veros could say this time he actually got to die as a hero. God, man, it's like one of the. I think that's just yeah. And let's hope she takes that really seriously. All right, I'll give it credit. At least it completed Vera's character arc. This really would have been a sad moment if they would have made Shigure a good character, though. Damn, that's the first time I've ever seen her break down that badly. Why do I feel like this is sequel baiting? No, it is sequel baiting because it's got the game as a freaking sequel. That's why. Kind of annoying though. There's still so many loose ends in this series, and we know we'll never get a sequel, an anime sequel, because there's still the loose end of all those creatures without the world. Not just that, but you've also got to contend with the fact that there's a possibility of Shigure somehow coming to life. And what was that thing called? The Randolph syndrome, whatever the fuck it's called. It's like, holy shit. There's still a lot of loose ends in this series overall. But honestly, though, even though this episode ended off semi-okay, it still pisses me the fuck off given the fact that Shigure could have lived if he would have just killed the bunny girl and Hayden in one of the previous loops, and he would have just abducted Elsie before she was utilized as some kind of catalyst. But whatever. Oh, there's still more? Wu Inominatus. Deep Insanity Asylum. Well then, I am not going to be inclined to playing the fucking Deep Insanity Asylum game. Fuck that shit. But in saying that, this episode ended off semi-decently. The ending itself for the series sucked, though. It's weird. Okay. The ending of the series sucked. Balls. Because literally, if you really think about it, there was like no plot progression if you really break it down. They didn't get close. Like Larry didn't get closer to figuring out how to deal with the Randolph syndrome. You still got all these creatures. Like at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, our boy was able to save Vera and Elsie, but what did he really accomplish at the end of the day? So now that I realize it, holy fuck. This episode, thinking about it, it really fucked itself. But in saying that, considering this is one of the few episodes in the series that don't look like total dog shit, I'm going to rate this episode a 5.5 out of 10. But the series sucked, though. But this episode had decent action. If the action was shit, then it would have been a 4.5 out of 10, actually. But here's the thing, though. They like barely explain anything about how in the fuck is Vera able to exist as an older LC, and then you have LC young LC in the series. That's what I'm fucking wondering. I'm like, holy shit. But anyways, back into what this episode did right. The action scenes look pretty bit lit. And I did love the fact that when it comes to this episode, at the very least, aside from the action looking pretty good, you had Vera actually be sad about the death of our main boy. So this is actually pretty fucking decent stuff, all things considered. Now, in saying that though, here's something about this episode that kind of pissed me off though. Looking at this, it's like, yeah, if a boy would have been smarter in the previous loops in episode fucking 11, a lot of these problems could have been fucking avoided. But no, he wasn't. So everything went to fucking shit. Unfortunately. Now, in saying that, yeah, those are my thoughts on the final episode. Had some good moments, but it's still a disappointing ending, all things considered. And we even barely got to find out anything about Leslie either, even though he was one of the more interesting characters. So that's a little disappointment there. Nah, so the series itself, I'm going to rate it a fucking 4 out of 10 because let's just be real. It really did feel like nothing majorly substantial was happening in the last episode. Because let's just be real. Same status quo. You have Vera talking to her troops. You've essentially got Shigure dead, but then you have a new guy introduced who I'm guessing, and I looked it up, yeah, he's the protagonist of the game. He's a Wu in Yomyotines. So you do have a new protagonist in the game introduced in the last bit of the episode, and it kind of makes you wonder, damn, this is ending off on a similar note than episode 1 did. So at the end of the day, it makes you wonder what type of progression did our main crew in this series pull out. That's why I don't think this series is that good at all. And here's another issue with this series and why I rated it a 4 out of 10. Aside from almost every action scene looking like dog shit, except for the action scenes in this episode and also in 6, the characters sucked. It's like Shigure. This motherfucker could have lived and prevented his own death various times if he would have just killed Hayden the bunny girl, but he didn't do that. Now he ended up in a situation where he had to sacrifice his life just to save LT, when if he would have been smart in one of the previous loops, if he would have killed his enemies, he would have not only been able to save LT, he would have been able to save his own life. So that's what really pissed me off about this fucking episode and the series in general. It's like, holy cow. It's like in this series, it's like the writers had to find a way of making the main characters so insufferably bearable. They're like, oh no, we must make him as stupid as possible to drag this shit out. And that's why this series fucking sucked balls. And aside from that, another thing that really irked me about the series is like Vera, because it's like, holy fuck, Vera. I mean, she became a better character, but it's like if she would have just tried opening up to all the others earlier, because she tried, well, how many times? 100 times? About why they need to eliminate LC. Maybe she could have succeeded in having to kill one of the previous loops. Nope. It's like there were various times where characters acted stupid just to, again, drag out the plot. That's why this series pretty much irked me in various ways. Sadly. I'd say one of the few positives in the series was Larry. I guess Larry was cool, and I did like Vera's arc where she went from being cold-hearted to eventually being a lady that was, at the end of the day, she did care about her allies, and she eventually saw everyone else in her crew as friends. So that was nice. But they could have added some extra depth, though, because it's like, okay, how in the hell is herself able to live in this timeline and then her past stuff? They never explained that. Then they really explained her bond with Leslie because she definitely had something with him. So it's like, even when there's some pauses in the series regarding some of the other characters, like say Vera, it's like, holy fuck, at least I'm reminded about the negatives. And that's what really irks me about the episode and the series in particular. It's like every single time there's a positive, there's a negative. Don't even get me started on Sugar Day. It felt like there was more situations where our dude spared the villains the same than he actually helped out his friend, which is fucking sad. So Sugar Day was a failure as a character. So that's overall. I thought the running was dog shit. I didn't feel like there was much progression happening. There wasn't really much role building how the common folk deals with like the Randolph syndrome at all. It's like, holy shit. This series really didn't do much of anything at all. On top of the bad visuals, fucking it up too. And the only thing I'll say when it comes to visuals that's positive is that the ladies look beautiful. That's it. And the English dub was good. That's about it. But I'd say other than that, the series was fucking trash. And I stick by my score of this series. I will stick with my score of a 4 out of 10 because this series, that's what it fucking deserves. It ain't fucking average. Because for it to have been average, it would have at least either needed better writing or at the very least cooler fight scenes. But no, can't even do that. And then they have the audacity, these motherfuckers that are running this anime are like, oh yeah, he won this. Now go buy our game, bitches. It's like they're saying that to us, the audience, directly. It's like, motherfuckers, how do y'all expect us to give a shit about your game when the anime story is so bad, when the action scenes suck balls so much? How y'all expect us to like shell out money for a fucking game that's supposed to be a sequel to a series that's so badly done? Like the expectations of the production staff behind this anime and the game, like holy cow, they're pretty fucking bad expectations, if you ask me, how they expected us to actually want to play the game. It's just holy shit. But yeah, these are my thoughts. Honestly, I don't have much positive things to say about this series. And y'all know I give this series a fucking chance. I watched every fucking episode. And part of me regrets it, but hey, it's too late now. I finished off the series. At least I can say I finished off Deep Inside the Lost Child. Hooray. But yeah, I'm glad it's fucking over. That's another positive thing I can say about it. I can positively say I'm happy that this shit is fucking over. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate, give it a share, comment, subscribe, and also be sure to hit the bell for notifications. And I hope y'all have a fantastic day or night, everyone. Bye-bye, y'all.